Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new to my channel, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, you guys, so then you guys can be, staying notified of all the amazing videos that I be posting up, because I post up videos almost every day. So with that being said, you guys, let's get into this video. If you clicked on this video is you want to know, will the narcissist ever really be happy, right? And I get this question all the time, because I make a lot of video content on TikTok. I have my podcast or whatever. And with all that, you guys, I'll leave links inside of my comments. So then if you guys want to go check that out, I have different content for just different social media platforms. So yeah, I get this comment asked to me all the time. Like, will the narcissist ever be happy? Are they happy with their new supply? Why couldn't I make them happy? And it's just, as survivors of narcissistic abuse, we constantly obsess over that narcissist, right? And we are so conditioned through the abuse to constantly, beg and desire and want their attention, because they love bomb you and then they take that away from you. They love bomb you, they take that away from you. And it's just like a constant back and forth battle to try to grasp that person's love and attention and affection, because they'll show you that they're capable of doing it, loving you, and hypothetically speaking, it's not really love, but they'll show you that they care, and they'll feed you all the things that they know that you want, but yet they'll take it away because they don't really love you. They just know your desires. They know exactly what you want. They know what you're looking for someone to give you, right? So at the end of the day, the reason why I wanted to talk about this topic is because if you're new to my channel, I used to be in a narcissistic relationship for almost 18 years, and I would do everything I could possibly think about to try to make that narcissist happy. And no matter what I would do, he would never be content. He would never be happy. I can cook him a nice meal. I can, rub his back. I can give him the best sex ever. I could do all these things that I think that would make somebody happy. But at the end of the day, he was never satisfied, right? And it's crazy how when you're a victim of narcissistic abuse, when you come out of it, you just think that something's wrong with you. There's not something that you were doing and all this other stuff like that. And, if you've been through narcissistic abuse, you can relate, right? So exactly the things that I'm sharing with you can relate, right? And if you're in a toxic situation, it's the same thing with toxic people. They do the same thing. They make you feel like you're not good enough, right? That again, you're lacking something, or they flip the script and they say you're toxic, right? Because they don't want to own up to their shit, right? So at the end of the day, when a narcissist shows you that they're happy, remember, if you understand narcissists and their personality trait, it's all about ego, right? They can switch up different characters, right? It's kind of like a sociopath, right? And there are narcissistic people that do have sociopathic traits, right? For instance, I know my ex did. Like literally, he can show one face to somebody, right? A family member, a friend, or whatever, and then I see a total completely different side. And a lot of people within my narcissistic in my narcissistic relationship, like his family members, his friends, co-workers, everybody thought, even my family members at one point, until they started to see the abuse that he was doing to me, thought that he was such an amazing guy. He's great with kids, and think about it. A lot of times with these sociopaths, they live a normal, completely normal life, but yet they're hurting women, or they're killing people, or they're doing some messed up shit to their kids, or whatever the case may be. So at the end of the day, you have to understand that it's just a face. It's just a mask that the narcissist puts on, right? So whenever you see a narcissist looking like they're truly happy, it's the same way. Think about it. These are all tips I'm giving to you guys on what I've learned and what I've experienced. That at the end of the day, it's just like they can put on that mask to show you that they truly love you. They truly care about you. But in the blink of an eye, they can drop you flat down on the ground and leave you on the floor and go with somebody else. It's that easy for them. Why is it so easy for them? It's because at the end of the day, they are not truly ever satisfied, right? They don't truly ever experience love. They don't know how to love, right? So a lot of times that face, that mask that you see with that narcissist, that they look happy, it's like, it's the same thing when you are with that person. When you're with that person, you seen happy sides of them, but then you also seen like sides of them that you could never think that somebody would treat somebody else this way, right? And then if you see the outside, there's coworkers, there's a lot of times with narcissists, they don't show the mask that they show with their person that they're with to other people. The outside world, they portray this different side of them, like they're the best people on this earth, and everybody respects them. And a lot of people are shocked to ever believe that you've experienced that type of abuse from that person, because they have a mask. They know what mask to put on with different people, right? So at the end of the day, you have to stay in the facts when you leave a narcissistic abusive relationship, that no, they're truly never really happy, that they're just putting on that mask in that front when they get that new supply, or they're no longer with you and they disregard you, or they break up with you. They're just putting on that mask. A lot of times there's narcissists that, they'll show on social media, they'll tell family members, they'll tell friends, and then people, or you'll see different things come back to you that they're living this extravagant, happy, amazing life. There's no such thing as just shutting off those negative emotions. If somebody can be so hurtful towards you, are they truly happy? Stand in the facts. So I'm giving you guys great tips and understanding that a narcissist is never truly happy, because at the end of the day, if a person can be so vindictive, so hurtful, so spiteful, so manipulative, all these negative emotions, that's not true happiness. True happiness, right, is living in love, right? God is love, right? And true happiness is just love, full bliss, full love, right? So that's true happiness, is living in love, and not low vibrational emotions and feelings towards other people. That's not true happiness, right? There's always going to be a dark side of you that does dark things to other people, and that's what they do. They feed off of that to give them temporary feelings of joy. Joy and happiness, to me, in my mind, says two different things, because you can feel that joy like briefly, and that happiness is like, it's not even like you're fully happy, because it's so temporary. It's so easy to like feel that feeling and then let it go. So at the end of the day, I've just really realized that they can never truly be happy, right? True happiness is just, you feel that way, and it comes from healing. It comes from understanding who you are. It comes from experiencing things with love, right? That's true happiness. And if you talk to true happy people who embody that and understand happiness, will share that with you. And I've did my research, and I've try to understand these things, right? Because I want to embody that happiness, right? And in order to embody that happiness, you have to learn more as self of that, spiteful feelings, the vindictive feelings, just the negative emotions, that traumas that consume you, to make you not truly embody happiness. And that with the narcissist, they know how to mask that trauma and never want to deal with it. This is why it's so easy for a narcissist to disregard you, or do really hurtful things to people and have zero feelings about it after, right? And again, with the narcissist, it's all about masks. They put on different masks for different situations. So that's why they can never truly be happy, and they'll always move on to different supplies, or they'll hold one supply, but they'll have another supply behind closed doors. They'll always be wanting ways to feed their ego in different ways, right? So true happiness, you're happy with self, right? You don't need other people or things or material things or the outside world to make you truly feel happy. You feel happy with yourself. Narcissists don't know how to do that. They need to use material things, whether it be money, whether it be different bodies of their supplies, to feed them that emptiness inside, because they're never truly happy. They always have a gap and a hole within inside self, and this is why they're always going from one supply to another supply, or they feed off of other people's sadness or other people's emotions, right, to make them feel whole and make them feel superior and feel good about themselves, anything to feed their ego. And that's how they're never really truly happy. They can put on that mask with their new supply, or they can put on that mask to show you all over social media that they're happy, when deep down inside they're struggling inside with that, just themselves, right? That they need these supplies, they need your attention, they need the arguments, they need everything like that to feed their ego, and that brings them temporary joy, and then they're back to square one, looking and searching for somebody to fill that emptiness inside of them. And this is why I say narcissists are never really truly happy, right? And the thing about it is, the victims of narcissists, I'm learning that you can never truly be happy either if you don't learn, right, how to heal self. Right? The victims, it's like, we know, right, that we were being abused. We know our wrongs. We learn. This is how we get out of it, right? To understand right from wrong, or understand that we deserve better, and all this stuff, right? And we try to work on ourselves to get better. But the only way that you can embody true happiness and heal from that situation is through forgiveness, forgiving that other person, learning your traumas within, and releasing and letting go, constantly thinking about that other person. Are they happy? And focusing on that other person, because the only way that you can be able to truly be happy after being abused from the abuser is learning how to let go of them and stop focusing so much energy and attention on that other person, because all that's going to keep doing is causing you pain, hurt, and never being able to move forward, because you're going to be stuck in one place, constantly focusing on that other person, right? And you're constantly going to be obsessing. Are they happy? I see them posting up. I see them with a new supply. How did they move on so fast? That's just causing you more pain and suffering, and you're never going to truly be happy. So it's not about if the narcissist is happy. It's more so about taking the focus off of them and asking yourself, are you truly happy? Are you happy? What can I do now that I'm not with this narcissist? Or how can I get out of this narcissistic abusive relationship to make myself happy? Because if you're in a narcissistic relationship, you'll never really be happy, because you're always going to be trying to get happiness and love from that other person. If you're not with them anymore, you don't have to be with a person for them to still have control over you, right? If you're not with them anymore, they can still have control over you and you still be not happy, because at the end of the day, you're focusing all your happiness and all your attention and everything on this other person, which is then causing you to be unhappy, to live unhappy. So it's not about the narcissist and if he's happy, it's more so about you. You can be knowledgeable about, are they truly happy? But once you become knowledgeable about if they're truly happy, move on from them and move on to you, and understanding how can you make you happy, right? And this is the biggest tips I can give you guys on understanding, is the narcissist truly happy, and how you can flip the script. And it's all about perspective. Change asking yourself, are they truly happy, to are you truly happy, and what can you do for you? Because really and truly, the only way that you can be happy, and like I said, it's not about them, to turn around, to flip the script, is your perspective on how you're looking at your situation, to embody that you need to take the focus off of them and put the focus on you in order for you to be happy. It's not about them no more. If a person is not in your life anymore, look at that as a blessing. God heard things, God seen things that you didn't see or you didn't hear, and now it's time to focus on you to make you happy. So it's about taking the focus off of them and putting the focus on you to find out what would make you happy. How can you make you happy? What's important to you? How can you heal you? How can you love on you, right? So I hope that this video has inspired you, motivated you, gave you some great tips on understanding if the narcissist is truly happy, and how it's not about them anymore. It's about you, and how can you focus on you, right? Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope this video has, again, uplifted you, inspired you in some sort of way. In all my videos, I always say, each one, teach one, share the love, share the knowledge. If you're, if you know anybody else that's going through narcissistic abuse or has been through it, share this video with them. Let's inspire other people to, why the more wiser we become about our situations is the more faster we can rise up inside of our lives to become better versions of self. So thanks so much for tuning in, you guys. Go check out, I'm on a, this is a movement I'm starting. It's called the Wise Up, Rise Up community. Go check out, I have a podcast called the Wise Up, Rise Up podcast. It's on Anchor, it's on Spotify. Go check out my TikTok. It's growing rapidly. A lot of great shorter, different content on there. Go check out, you guys, the Facebook group. If you guys want support, if you guys want to question me, ask me new questions to help you to grow, you can always message me on Messenger, on Facebook. I'm here to help you become wiser so you can grow mentally and emotionally, again, to get yourself out of toxic situations, out of toxic environments, to become a better version of you. So thanks so much again for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in another video. Take care.